Hello, how you doing? How's everyone today? It's your boy Kevin Eternal here with another video. And today's topic, I'm going to be talking about uh, emotional unavailability, because that's something I've suffered from, and dealing with people in my life is never really connected with much people, and I find myself alone many times, and because of that issue. Now, what caused that? Probably my upbringing. Um, Watched a lot of TV by myself, unsupervised growing up, and my parents a lot of times they didn't really have time to deal with me, so they let me watch TV or take me to the movies here and there, or take me to McDonald's or something like that, and so they kind of put in my mindset was this idea of transactional love, which isn't really, well, I guess in their mind it's love, but if I could, I always felt something was off growing up, dealing with my parents, and said, well, they don't care about me. And then people hear that, and then they complain to my parents, and then my parents will, complain, and like, oh, Kevin's always saying something, but uh, it's just something I felt, and then like they're like, oh, well, you went to Great Adventures, which is Six Flags in New Jersey, Six Flags Great Adventures. We uh, took you to McDonald's, took you to Burger King. Other people, kids don't get that and other stuff, and so they list a lot of transactional stuff, and then that kind of taught me um, stuff. Plus, maybe I'm also introverted. I don't know, but it's become aware. My homeboy was pointing out that I'm emotionally unavailable, and he was pointing out some other people too that are like that. And I realized, wow, that's causing a lot of my problems. I don't really connect with people, and then I have issues getting in trouble, whatever, growing up. And so I always said, I just want to be left alone. I don't want to be bothered because I don't really know how to interact with people. And I kept saying I want to be alone, but here I am alone. Like I said, I've been driving truck. Got a chance to get home today, but I've been driving trucks, and I said, man, I don't want to drive trucks no more. I want to be around people and things like that. But also the dilemma, I'm emotionally unavailable. So now that I'm home for a little bit, couple hours, it's like, oh, I gotta get off the truck. I do so much now. I'm off the truck. I didn't get as much stuff done as I would like. I'm doing stuff, but it's not really. I feel like it's changing me or it's helping me, and so I was like, okay, let me talk about that topic. I want to connect with people more. I have a vision board, a little folder of different ideas and things that I want to do, and got a few pictures of people volunteering because they have volunteer shirts and they're helping each other, and they're doing something for a good cause, and that's something eventually I want to do. But I also need to work on the emotional availability instead of being emotionally unavailable. So when I go to do things like that in life, I can really have a real good interaction with people, and so that's something I'm definitely going to strive to work. I felt a little good yesterday. I had to go to Walmart for something, so I went to a cashier and started asking her a couple questions like how's your day going, and how's it like working here at Walmart? Are you trying to be the manager? She's like, oh, I'm in school. I'm like, okay, what are you in school for? And she said, public relations. Okay, well, why is that? You want to work with mayors? You want to work with celebrities? What made you want to get into that? And when I was asking her questions, so I felt good. Like, okay, normally I just be trying to talk a lot because I'm trying to connect And my mom said, oh, if I talk a lot or whatever, oh, I'm being honest and vulnerable, maybe that will cause a connection, but it hasn't. And so I was like, okay, let me start being more engaging with other people, ask them questions. And I have to work on asking the right kind of questions. I usually ask yes or no questions, so I really need to practice that. So I've written that down in my notes. It's like, hey, working on asking open-ended questions to really get people to talk, open up, so then I can learn about them. So therefore, I can start connecting with people, and therefore I can be emotionally available for them. Before, how I deal with people, might give them a ride if they needed, gave them a ride, or help somebody move, or some kind of things like that. I might donate money or something like that, but it's not really interacting with people. It's not really helping them. So that's something that I realized. Wow, all these years, like, oh, no, I'm a pretty good person. Like, I don't know, you're not really connecting with people. Yeah, you're doing stuff, but it's not really connecting. That's why I even kind of frustrated here. Like, I'm doing stuff, but it's not. I don't feel like I'm connecting. So I was like, oh, let me do this camera stuff. Let me get in front of the camera. This is something I always wanted to do, be a YouTuber, and it's got to start somewhere. And I never want to do a video because I feel like, oh, it's not exciting. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. But I was like, you just got to get in the habit of doing it. So that's why I felt good yesterday. Okay, asking somebody questions, talking, being engaging. And it's like, just keep doing it. You'll get better. You'll get better. You'll get better. Keep doing videos. You'll get better. So this is like my, I don't know, third or fourth video of coming back to YouTube. But like, just keep doing consistently. Get better. I've been driving trucks since 2016, pretty decent, because I kept showing up for work, especially the way I am. Started off, I was over the road, so I had no choice. I had to drive the truck and train and help people and stuff like that. And eventually, then I got the opportunity to go home. So that's it. I'm showing up, and that's one thing definitely I'm working on now, is becoming more emotionally available and connecting with people, because that's what people really remember anyway. You give them money or something like that, they forget all about, like, you didn't give me no money, or give them a ride or something, they forget all about you. They look at you like an Uber driver or something. I don't know. So that's something that I definitely, it's in my mind, working on. I've been praying a lot more, uh, listening to the Bible, been cleaning up my music. I was home listening to some music, some certain songs popped up. I was like, I gotta get rid of this. And then put up the file location. Okay, this is where the song's at. Delete. And then I was like, okay, other stuff's coming up. Maybe just type in the name of this artist who, have some vulgar music by him. Just delete it. So little by little, taking steps and stuff like that. But the main topic, like I said, was emotionally unavailability. And if you're watching this, have you ever dealt with somebody who was emotionally unavailable? You couldn't really connect with them. A lot of times, I was doing a little bit more research um, on it, and it was talking about some of the stuff that causes that, and could be trauma from childhood, or especially for men, a lot of times we're told to suppress our emotions, so then we don't really know how to express it. So on this website, November.com, an article on it, and it was talking about past trauma, socialization, socialization during childhood, parenting. This other word I can't even pronounce. Alexithymia, where a person doesn't have the language to identify emotions. So that's some of the things that might have caused it. That may be the case with me. I don't think it's that, but more the parenting and drama and stuff like that. So that has been a major issue now that I'm in my 40s and looking back on my life. Yeah, I never really connected with people. And it's like, I'll deal with people because I have to. Hey, I work with you. But then once I don't work with you, that's that. That's it's saying that's that. That's out of sight, out of mind, and it's amazing. I mean, I don't know how I'm overcoming it, but well, with God's help, I'm overcoming it. But it just that's how I am. It's like out of sight, out of mind. I just never really connected with people, and I just find myself watching movies, playing video games, different things like that, pass the time. So I go to work. After work, always on YouTube or watching a movie or playing a video game or something, distracting myself. And I may be entertained, but deep down there's something missing. One, it was God, and then two, like I said, I'm not really connecting. Excuse me, with people on that emotional level. And I do like to get married, and that's something definitely. If you're gonna be married, you gotta connect with somebody to even get to the point of wanting to get married. So that's definitely something that I will be working on, and that's the goal and stuff like that. So that's one of the topics. Well, probably just the main topic of this video is let me start working on fine tuning this thing and having different topics. So emotionally unavailability, and haven't done nothing too crazy, but I see how some people, they don't even really connect with their kids like that. They have multiple kids, but they're emotionally unavailable, and it affects their relationship, especially with the opposite sex parent. If the opposite sex parent isn't emotionally unavailable, that really impacts your development. I've been learning that through like psychology, my homeboy and stuff like that helped me bring out some psychological stuff. So that's very interesting. Now with me, I feel like both my parents were emotionally unavailable. Their main thing was like, hey, I went to work sick, didn't want to, but hey, I provided and stuff like that. So that was the main thing. Like I don't want to hear it. You had a roof over your head, you got food, and so that's that. Now I've seen different comedians talk about it, like D.L. Hughley. He was saying that hey, he said to his dad like, hey, how come I seen in one of his stand-up routines. He said, you never told me you loved me. He was like, you ate, didn't you? And so I've seen that a lot too, but also talking to other black people and other stuff like that in my, in the black community, emotional unavailability. Like, hey, you got a roof over your head, you got food. I don't want to hear nothing out your mouth. You were, yeah, but you never said you love me. You never made me feel like we were connected or bonding or something like that. It was like, hey, man, I did stuff for you, but that's not enough. And then it affected me, and I see how it affects a lot of other people. Where okay, well now you have this transactional relationships with people, and it's not really bonding, and that's why you see in a lot of these different communities there's no love, the crime rate and everything like that, because no one really cares about each other because they never was really taught to care. It's like, hey, I did something for you, shut up about it, take that, and so that's not good. So I see that it's called the issue not just for myself, many people. So that's something definitely I want to work towards doing. And so that was on my spirit today, talking about that. I was reviewing different notes that I've written down over the last few months, and that was brought out to me like, hey, you're emotionally unavailable. And I never thought about it till somebody said that to me. So then I was forced to, come to terms with that. So I'm coming to terms with a lot of different things now. So now I'm in the process of wanting to change that. So if you're watching the video, what do you think about that emotionally unavailability? Tell me your experience, anything like that. Try to reply back to the comment. What do you think? Has that affected you? Are you also emotionally unavailable? Is that something you want to work on? So let's talk about it. So that's it for the day. I hope wherever this message finds you, you're in a safe space. So Hope you a good morning, good day, good night, whatever. Much, much peace and love. And I'm out. And I'll check you on the next video.